Good morning and welcome to Aspot Office Hours live help session. So this is where you can ask quick questions about Aspot and also get some live help. So we also do live builds to show you how different Aspot tools can work in real use cases. So feel free to unmute your mic or maybe type in your question. Just be worried that this is being recorded also so that other fellow community members can review it later, those who cannot join us today, just so they can review what we built and also have an idea on our use cases on these live help sessions. Okay, so for the topic that we have this morning, it is about an interactive code builder for photographers. So basically, it can be for wedding, it can be for portrait, it can be for commercial, and this interactive code builder will allow clients to build their own package and get an instant price estimate. So that's what we are trying to do here, to deliver an instant price estimate instead of having to go back and forth with the photographer. So, coding photography services can be quite complex and time consuming. It can involve many variables. It can be hours, locations, prints, albums, for example. Just those are just a few examples. So what we are building today is a tool that automates the initial coding process, pre-qualifies clients on budget, and captures them as warm leads. So I think the main reason why this came into mind, like this kind of use case, is that I encountered like from my friend. She does automate tools for a living, and she had a client asking to automate the price estimate process for a wedding photography business. So they were using what they call this make.com for that, and they were using complex formulas. They were using Google Sheet. They were adding all of these formulas just to get, or just to automate this entire process. So I asked my friend, why don't you try Aspot? I mean, with Aspot, all that you need to do is use a form, build the form, and then add an AI logic in the background, and then get the instant price estimate. And then what you can do is just connect that result to your automation of choice, which is they use make.com for that. So that's what I suggested her, instead of having to, add a lot of complex details, have them fill out the form, and then on the back end, it will be sent over to a different automation, and then that will, calculate the entire thing. And then, so there's a lot of formulas involved in that, and this just made it everything simpler and easier for them. So in this video, I will show you how this Intelliform works. So first, it will guide the client through building their ideal package. So it will use drop downs and checkboxes for inputs, like maybe the shoot type, maybe duration of the shoot, or maybe some add-ons. I mean, there are add-ons. Some weddings like to add like a drone package, right? So after that, after we build the exact form, I will show you guys the AI prompt that we will be using for this. So basically, the prompt will contain the photographer's pricing logic. So it will calculate a price code based on the user's selection. So you will have to get the base rate, for example, for the shoot type, for the hourly rate, or maybe for the add-ons. And then we will ask the AI to sum all of this up and then present a clear itemized price estimate. And what else? So our goal, our main result after we build this form is that the client gets an instant transparent price estimate, which build trust. So after that, there's a lot of things you can do. You can add a webhook to it. You can ask them to fill out a contact form after it, or something like that. So let me just show you now, and start building that. Just let me know if you have any questions at all. Feel free to stop me. I tend to go fast, so why did it do that? Oh, okay. I mistakenly used my Google Lens. 1 second. Oh, let me exit out of that real quick. Okay, exit. There we go. And go to my Aspot account and share my screen again. Ta-ta-ta. There you go. Can everyone still see my screen? Type yes if you can. Just get that here. Okay, Don says yes. Awesome, awesome. All right. Thanks, Eric. Thanks, Don. Let me just get my Zoom controls there. Okay, awesome. So basically, this is the goal of the result that I was saying to you guys earlier. So I will show you exactly how I built this. Let's go to my Aspot account and let's zoom out. So let me just there you go. I think that's better. Awesome. So I will be going to my bot samples. It's fetching records. It's loading the tools data. Da, da, da. Almost there. Awesome. There you go. So these are a few of the bots we built last week. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions about them or if you need any help about them. So yeah, we will be building the Intelliform. And then let's just name this photography package. Oh, I remember one Aspot user asking me to build this exact Intelliform, but for videography. So this will also work for videography services. Let me just go here, add page, add cover. Like I mentioned, I always like to add the cover page first thing when I'm building an Intelliform. So now let's get the title added here. So click for properties. Let me just get my title right there. Text alignment will be in the middle. Okay, think that's better. And then let's add another subtitle. Put that in the middle. And then I just add this, build your perfect package and get a code custom instantly. And then let me just add an image for that. Okay. Oh, how about a separator in here? There you go. I think that looks better. Click for properties and then click here to add an image. So I already prepared an image from Canva. So photography package builder and generator powered by AI. Awesome. And change the maximum height to 550. I think that's better to look at. All right. Awesome. Next, let me just add a short paragraph of what this Intelliform is all about. So whether you're looking for a tailored solution or a quick estimate, our intelligent form helps you build ideal package based on your photography needs. Photography needs in just a few clicks. So answer a few quick questions against instantly. Awesome. Let's put that in the middle. Okay, great. Now, let me just change this to instant quote now and full width and save changes. There you go. All right. So we just built our cover page. Let me just make sure that's saved. And let me go ahead and move on to our inputs page. So first thing that I want to add is title. And then let's just ask them to please fill out the following for your custom code. There you go. And save changes for that. Next thing that we need to add, I think I will be using a select block for this one. Okay, so this is going to be our shoot type. And then for our label, let's just add shoot type. Placeholder, that's fine. Enter here is fine. And then helper text, select the type of photo shoot, your booking, so we can tailor it to your preferences. And then some of our options is wedding and then family portrait, and then headshots, let's just say, and then commercial. Of course, make that a required field. Very important to have that. And save changes. Okay, awesome. So the next block that we will be using, I think the best block to use is also another select block. There you go. And add a separator. Okay, I think that looks better. Click here on the label field so we can customize it. Duration. This one's going to the hour duration question, enter here, and then choose how long you'd like the shoot to last. So this can be 2 hours. This can be 4 hours. This can be 6 and 8. Awesome. Now let's set that as a required field again. Now let me just edit this. Okay. Next thing that we will add is checkboxes. There you go. And this is going to be the add-ons part. So these are the add-ons. There you go. Add-ons. Okay. Helper text will be choose any additional services you'd like to include. And then for our options, we'll be using maybe second photographer, drone footage. So later on the prompts, we will be adding the rate for all of this so that the AI can custom the code. There you go. Save changes. All right. So that looks better. Next thing that we will add is separator first. Just make sure to get that in there. And then another select block. Oh, I think I put that in here. Let me just move that at the top. There you go. Awesome. Now let's click on it. And location it is. So it's going to be the location type for this. And then for our helper text, let us know if your shoot is single or multiple locations. So we can price accordingly, single and multiple locations. And make that a required field. Make this a required field also. There you go. All right. Looks better. Next, let's ask for any special notes at all. So let me just get another separator. And then for the special notes, I think we will be using the input block for that. So there you go. This one's going to be special notes. There you go. And then add a placeholder, add our helper text, and then just make sure that this is in text area. There you go. Last block that we would add is to collect their email address. Oh, add that separator right there at the top, and then collect email. So this one's going to be email, and then change this to email address, and then add a helper text, make that a required field. Save changes. All right, awesome. So here are our input. So let me just change this to submit. That, no, I think that's fine. There you go. Save that. Okay, make sure this is active. All right. Now let me go to the prompt builder. So we won't be adding any sources for this since we only need the AI. We will put those information on the prompt itself since we only need to provide the AI with the exact base rate and then for the add-ons. So let's go here to prompt 1. And let's take a look. So we have the shoot type, duration, add-ons, location type, special notes, and the email, okay? And I will show you guys the type of prompt that I will use. Let me just get that real quick and add it right here. Okay, so let's go through them. So basically, first sentence, of course, for every prompt is to describe to the AI what its role is. Your role is to calculate and present an itemized price estimate based on the client selections. So this will be the client selections from the form itself. Okay, and then this will be our pricing rules. So we have the base rates by shoot type. So we added earlier options for wedding, family portrait, headshots, and commercial. Hourly rate also, and then we also have the add-ons pricing. Um, if it's as for the location adjustment also, so if it's a single location, 0. If it's multiple location, it's add another $100. And then we also provided it with the instructions on how to provide the code itself. So we're asking it to identify the base rate, determine the number of hours, um, add the prices for all the selected add-ons, add the location adjustment, sum all of this to create a total estimate, and then you need to present the output in a professional itemized code format. So I also provided it with the, excuse me, with the output format example right here. And then we also added an AI disclaimer, because I think the goal for this is that after they filled out this form, after they've seen the AI generated estimate, a webhook can be added that will notify maybe the sales team, and then the sales team will reach out to them for the final proposal based on the AI's code. Okay. So if the client adds special notes, respond with a friendly acknowledgement. So that's the goal for that one. Now let's save this. Okay, make sure we have that saved in the right place. And then let me just go to customization and change this to preparing your custom code. Da, da, da. You want to show branding? Do you want to show progress? I think this is fine. Powered by AI. Okay. Now let me go to form builder and just change the theme for this. So the way that it is right now has, okay, let me just change it to this or this. Oh yeah, I think this looks better. Okay, save current page. Okay, and now let me just take a look at the ending page in here, and let's add a few blocks in there. So this will be the AI response. This is where it will be displayed. Let me just add this. Your custom package code is ready, and then add this notification block. And then for the heading, let's just say this is AI generated estimate. So we're adding another disclaimer right here. There you go. And add another image or a media block for that. Yeah. Oh no. I think that's better without it. So click for properties, click here to add an image. And this is the image that we will be using. Let me just show you guys. Okay. There you go. The custom package and code is ready. Let's upload that. And let's change this to 550 again. There you go. Awesome, awesome. That looks great. Okay, so we've edited our cover page, our inputs page, our ending page. Now it's time to do some testing. So one of my favorite part when it comes to building this is when we now need to test them. Awesome. So get instant code now, and then show type, let's say wedding. Duration will be 8 hours. Second photographer, single location, and then special notes. Let's just say afternoon wedding shoot till evening with the after party, and then of course the email address at gmail.com. Submit that. Preparing your custom code. Okay, awesome. Let's just wait for that. AI is thinking. Okay, great. So your custom package and code is ready. The this is an AI generated estimate. And then we have this beautiful media right there. And then we have this exact result from the AI. So just a little tip, guys, when it comes to testing the AI tools that you're building in Asspot, what I like to do is I copy the entire system prompt, and then I ask a chat GPT to provide me with some test scenarios for this, or you can even build your own your own tool inside Aspot just for testing your AI tools. That's also one thing that you can do. So what I do is just I enter the prompt, I ask it to provide me with some test scenarios and the expected results based from that prompt, just so I know that the AI tool that I built and the result is exactly what I want it to be. Like for this one, the code estimate. So I asked AI if this is the correct breakdown of the code, if this is the correct estimated total for it. So they both match. So that means the prompt that I use, the AI tool that I built, is indeed working just as intended. So that's just one thing that you can do when it comes to testing this AI tools, is to utilize another one. Um, okay, so that's it. That's our that's the build that we have for today. That's the interactive code builder that we built for photographers. So if you are working with photographers, you're working with wedding suppliers, with videography services, either it's commercial, it's for portrait, or maybe for weddings. So this is one thing that you can utilize and present to them. Let me just get this in the chat and send this to you guys. I want you to have a copy of this. Loading those data. Okay, loading stats. Just wait for that. Almost there. Okay. Oh, I click on it. Click the three dots, share, and duplicate via link is what we need, right? So let me just send it here on chat. So this is the Intelliform's copy. Awesome. All right. Does anyone have any question at all regarding what we built today, or maybe something that you've been building? Don said, I was a part owner of a photography studio. I'm betting my award-winning photographer will love this. Wow. I like hearing that, Don. I really love it. Do we share this by embed or link or QR code as well? If you want, there are, all of the ways that you mentioned, you can share through that. But the quickest way to share an Intelliform is by using this exact Intelliform page link. All you need to do is, if you don't want a spot to show there, all you need to do is add your own custom domain if you haven't already. So all you need to do is provide them with this link. Hey buddy, try this out. It's a photography package builder and a code generator. Try filling out the form. So this is the exact page that they'll be seeing. You just need to change this. This can be powered by your business name. And another thing that you can do is, this is something that I do all the time. I go to Canva. I use their QR code generator. One second, let me just show you right here. If you can see that where it says QR code generator in Canva. So I use that when I want to like provide them with a QR code so that they can access the chatbot easily. They can just quickly scan that exact QR code. So the quickest way to do that is Canva. I love Canva. So you can also embed it if you do have a business website with all of your offerings and AI tools. You can embed it quickly on a website by going to copying this embed code right here. So just copy this entire thing and then you can paste it directly into a page and it should work like that. Did I answer your question, Don? Very good, thanks. Yes, you did. Oh, awesome. Great, great. All right. Anyone else maybe have any questions for today?
Hi, good morning, Kim.
Hey, Eric, good morning. How's it going?
Great, great. I have a question. I don't know if it's
Mm-hmm.
somewhat similar to what you just did, but I remember
Mm-hmm.
months and months and ages ago that there was a way to, instead of me having per se a website, like a business website, isn't there a way for me to create something in Aspot where it shows, I could use that technically as a website, but it shows all the different chatbots or anything that I've built or can
Yeah.
feature. I definitely need that like ASAP if I could put that
Yeah.
together versus trying to build out a website, because I want this specifically for me promoting Aspot.
Gotcha. Well, I do have like a strategy tip for you. What you can do, Eric, um, what you can do is create a spotlight, because in the spotlight you can add header links, you can add CTA. So in the spotlight, maybe you're like creating a microsite, or maybe like a business card of you yourself and what you're offering. And then on the spotlight, yeah, like what Deb said, for lead capture. So on the spotlight, you can also add lead capture in here. And then one thing that you can add is, so after building the spotlight, right? One thing that you can add here is the collections page. So they will be redirected to a collection page of all the AI tools that you've built. So this is where you can like put them all together in one place. Let me just show you this. This is a collections page for a real estate agent. Let's just say, so this is an AI generated video. And then if you scroll down below, this is the real estate social media bot created inside Aspot, and added right here. And if they click the try me button, let me just show you actually on the preview. So if I click on the try me button, it will allow me to test and use the AI tool itself that was built. So these are all collections of the AI tools you build in Aspot. You can just use this directly if you want. You can use this collections page. You can connect it to a spotlight, by using the direct link of it. You can add it to a spotlight, to a canvas. So, but that's one thing that I saw. I think I just saw this with another user. They created a spotlight or like for their business card for collecting leads. And then they added their collections page into it. So that's one thing that you can also create in that case.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Welcome. Very welcome, Eric. Let me know if you need further, or if you need anything, or if you have any further questions about that, okay? Hey, Dev said, can you go over the webhook part of this? If I want to send a captured field, so Google Sheet to send to business owner got lead capture for lead capture. Okay. For the webhook part, super, super easy to set up. Let's do that right now. Actually, while I have you guys on the call, so that will be set up under webhooks. Oh, actually, let me pull up my make.com account for you, Deb, just so I can show you how I would set this up. So I have this. Let me just log in real quick. And there you go. Log in. Make.com, Google account, sign in. So I'm logging in, I'm being logged in. It's loading. Okay, I think I'm in. Oh no, it's asking for a code. Just give me 1 second. Maybe later. Awesome. All right, I'm inside make.com. Let me just share my screen again. There you go. Awesome. And go to my Intelliform. So with the Intelliform, you can set up the webhook in the prompt itself. So in the prompt builder itself, you can add a webhook, or you can set it up under webhook section in Aspot. So let's do it this way actually, because I want to capture all data in there. So we just want to make sure we capture everything and not just the prompt itself. So this one will be for the photography AI custom builder, custom package builder. Oh, okay. So it's not letting me add new ones. Okay. And then webhook URL, you can get this from make.com itself. So I'll just go to scenarios, create a new scenario. So if you're going to be using other tools like Zapier, all you need to do is go to their automations part. I think they call it automations for the other platforms. And then look up webhooks. So for the capturing of data, first step for every automation is to capture the data, right? So all you need to do is look up webhook on it. I'm not sure every platform has this, but I do know Zapier, Go High Level, Pabbly, and yeah, Make.com has that. So triggers when webhook receives data. This is the one that we need. Okay, create a webhook for that. And then it will provide us with a link. So this is the link that we will be adding to Aspot. Webhook URL is here, and then select the Intelliform that you're building this for. So it's the photography package code. Okay, now send sample data. Invalid URL, I haven't saved it. Okay, now let's send that. Okay, so integration has been created successfully. And let me just try if this will work. So, and then over here, let's send sample data. Says invalid URL. Wonder why. Send. Let me try that again. Stop. Stop. There we go. And let me get my link. Add that right here. So okay, so it accepted that. All right. Now over here, let's just add a Google Sheet. And this one's going to be add a new row, I think. Add a row. There you go. Awesome. It will ask you to select an account, and you will have to connect your Google account. I think it will only allow a business email for it to work. So if you're using like a Gmail account, you may want to use your business email account just so there will be no issues on that. Okay, so it will ask you to select the Google Sheet that where you will be adding that data. So this one's going to be for photography code. Okay, now you just need to map out the headers for that. So the headers, let's just say shoot type, the shoot type, the duration, and then the add-ons. So you can just edit that later. Location type, special notes, and then email. And then this one will be the AI result. Prompt one is the AI result itself, okay? So click here to choose the file. So now I can select that file, okay? So I think it's the photography code. Yeah, there you go. Sheet name is, we only have one sheet, right? So sheet one. Awesome. There you go. So now we just need that data from the webhook so we can map out this entire field. So let me try to do that. Go to, so this one's already active. Now, let me fill out this form again. Okay, get instant code now. Sorry, we need this to run once. And then say wedding, okay, location type. And then let's just say feeling what you should, just kim@gmail.com. Submit that. Okay, so we have the AI result. All right, so now you'll see here when it says one, so that means it captured one data, and you see that right here. So now what we can do is map out our Google Sheets based on the data that we received. Should type will be this, should type. Duration will be this. Add-ons, location type, special notes, email, and prompt one will be this. Sorry, let me just change this to AI result. I think it will still work since we mapped out the data. You don't really need to make sure that they're very similar. Um, so one another. So I think I need to refresh since I changed that header. Refresh AI result. Awesome. There you go. Now let's save that. Okay. So we've mapped that out. What we can do is try that again. Run once. And I'll show you guys how to get that into Google Sheets. So my searches, location type, multiple locations, special note. This will be for a family of four, and then submit that. So when it's loading like that, that means it's listening for data to come in, and it will come in after the AI has finished loading its prompt. Sorry, the AI result. There you go. So that worked. Now let's take a look at in here. So it successfully sent the data over to Google Sheet. And the good thing that you can do about this, Deb, is you can add another module. You can add any of these. You can send an email to whoever filled out the form for the proposal, or you can use, actually, I think you can use ChatGPT in here to generate or to create the email content where it says, where you can, um, what do you call this? Customize the proposal itself, the official proposal to them. I think we have chat. Oh, there you go. OpenAI also. There's a lot of things you can do when you connect webhook to it. Let me know if you have any questions on that, Deb. I'll be posting a recording of this also, so you can just also view the recording if there's some parts. Yeah, there you go. Looks good. Thanks. Awesome. All right. Anyone else maybe has any question before we wrap up the call? Oh, awesome. I think there's one from Dawn. How would I provide an email option in chatbots in Spotlight? A simple contact form or direct email link in the channel. Oh, right. When it comes to chatbots and spotlights, what you can add is what do you call this? A lead form. So you can add a lead form to the chatbot or to the spotlight, so that you will be notified and every time someone fills out this form. So you can click here on mail automation, enter your email. So that will be your email, Dawn, and then you will receive all form submissions. Or if you want, another thing that you can add is the channel. Of course, we have a channel option for, let me just show you for one spotlight, how I would add that as a channel. There you go. Text, channels, add channel, and then URL. So it will be URL, and then the mail to link. So make sure to add mail to, and then your email, so that it will be a link and it will redirect them to their email, to your email, sorry. So that's one thing that you can do to add that. Or if you don't want to add this as a URL, you can just add the lead forms like what I said earlier. So those are the two ways that you can provide an email option. Any other questions maybe? Perfect. Great session, Kim. Thanks for the copy as well. Thank you also, Dawn. And thank you also, guys, for joining. I always appreciate it when you guys join. And if you need anything, so you know where to find me, support@aspot.ai. And I hope to see you all on the next session also. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.